Welcome back, friends, to the hyperadobe roundhouse, course number 20. Some more of it.
And
we're
then
gonna work on that pantry wall.
I don't know what happens after that, but we're gonna do something. So, a little story time. I am out here at our back gate where somebody smashed our corner post and our fence is messed up. So I think what I'm going to try to do is wrap a strap around the corner post and pull it vertical again with the truck. And then if that works, we could reattach the corner supports and make sure everything's really wet and tamped down and see if that holds. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to dig it up and redo the whole thing, but I thought let's try this first and just see. Thankfully, none of our wires are touching each other because this is an electric fence, but this is a huge pain. We think we know who did it, and it was probably an accident. It still doesn't make it any better. You'd think if you run into someone's fence, you would let them know, but here we are. All right, we'll see what happens. So I got the post more vertical, but the lines are attached to the horizontal post, so that's why it looks like it's not straight. So what I need to do, I gotta find a way to get out that timber lock, and because it's just smashed completely sideways. If I can get that out, get another one, reset this, water this down a crap ton, and then tamp it all. Yeah. So, and then I have to fix this one too. You can see, like, they destroyed it. We'll leave the truck here attached to that post while I go and get all the other supplies. Need 2 timber lock screws, the impact, probably something to cut those screws off or pull them out. Is that all I need? And the tamp. Of course I grabbed the wrong bit. Stupid. I went ahead and turned the fence off so I can go in and out easily. But since I don't get shocked, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's not the right one either. Alright, so we got it most of the way how it used to be. It's still slightly crooked. We'll have to tension one side of the fence. But I still remember when Jonathan bought these toe straps, and I was like, we are never going to need those. And here we are. So if you guys run into somebody's fence, I really hope that you stop and tell them. They might not even be mad. They might just be like, thanks for letting me know. Just feel like that is, like, you know, common courtesy, and you know, whatever. It happened. We dealt with it. Our fence is back up, so it's all that matters. Next step is Jonathan is going to go get some rock and Portland. I've got water in the truck already, conveniently, and we are going to try to fill these holes as best we can and then tamp them as best we can and hope for the best. If we have to eventually do this again, it's not a big deal. I really wish we had known. There's no way for us to have known, but when we first got here, one thing I would definitely change is doing metal posts. Big, fat metal posts. Because it would have damaged their truck. And they would have known. With the wood, it just like, I'm sure they didn't even feel it. So, metal posts. I'm sure at one point we'll redo this fence line, at least the corners, and put some metal in. Be a little stronger. But, you know, you work with what you got, and you don't know until you know. So. Okay, now that the post is set, I need to tighten that one fence line. It just has always been a little loose, but it's now really loose. So I got the tool for that. But the way that we wrap the wire on itself, you almost need some channel locks to pull the tight knot down. This is what I was talking about. When you end a wire, it kind of gets wrapped in on itself, unless you use sleeves, crimp sleeves, which we did not use. Sorry, it's so hot. What I need is channel locks to pull this knot down so that this is not like that. I think I'll just wait until I can find the channel locks because it's next to impossible to pull it otherwise. So it's so good to have that project done, even though I still need to like do the little pulling of the wires to make it not crimped on the side. But I have to make lunch now, so I think we're doing burgers. I made some bread dough this morning, so I'm gonna bake it in the grill at the same time I'm doing the burgers, so it's gonna be good. Today we're working on the pantry wall, and it is a straight wall. Now I know I said that when we started course 20 we need to do all the circles.
We did.
But the pantry wall does not intersect at one side with a circle, so we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, because it's right here. It's where we got all of our scaffolding at, and like you said, it goes right up to that bathroom door, and it doesn't need to interlock because there's not really any point.
No.
There will be soon though. We'll get to interlock it real soon.
So if we get that straight wall done, we could do a little tiny wall and start on the hallway.
Ooh, we could.
All right, let's see what happens. Take my plants out of the flower bed.
For all the history of the human race, we've been trying to figure out communication. From beating on a drum to painting up in a cave. Then the language came and we got these letters. Centuries tried to use them better, but now it's easy to overcomplicate. 26 letters in the alphabet, but when I look at you, I place my bet there. I could tell you all I need with just these three. Yeah, I want to be with you, for all my life. Yeah, I want to be with you. Till the day I die. Let me take a minute just to make it clear. There's a beautiful complexity in you, my dear. And every single layer that I see makes me want you more. But if there's something in the way that simplicity can cut through the noise of modernity. So take these simple words from my heart to yours.
So summer solstice was just a couple days ago, and I came out to see where the sun was setting that evening, and it is perfectly in line with our bottle brick window in the bedroom. So I think it's really cool. I know a lot of the windows, we really thought about where the placement would be, and we'll get into more of that later on, but I just thought it was really cool to see how it worked out. So very happy with that choice. And when you're standing at the kitchen sink, the sun sets just right about there. So we'll try to catch that this evening and show you. I know a lot of people were asking us like why we placed windows in certain spots and if we kept the sun's cycle in mind, and of course we did. But you know, we can't perfectly line everything up with this design, but when we could, we did. So we'll get into more of that later, but it is pretty cool how it all worked out. So we literally have 2 people laying this bag. 2 people, babe.
That's it. You hear Jackson? He's like, there's only 2 people? I know, right?
Of course, we do have 2 mixers and a wheelbarrow person, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to be with you, for all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be with you, till the day I die. The universe is growing every day. There's a billion things that I can't explain, but it's certain I decidedly can resolutely say, yeah, I want to be with you, for all my life. Yeah, I want to be with you, for all my life. Yeah, I want to be with you, till the day I die.
While Jonathan is finishing tamping that pantry wall, we are going to start going down this hallway so we can get a bag cut. And, oh, let me show you something. So here, because we went over the arch last time, we're just doing a bag that goes from here to the arch, and then from the arch to that form. We'll have to do probably 3 of those before we can go back over that, but that's all right. It's all good. What's taking so long? Why is the bag not on the bucket?
It's like wrapped around it, so.
Did you do it wrong?
No.
Texas, back in my hometown. I've got family in Bama, see 'em when I drive down. Got a bike in California, I ride it by the ocean waves. I've got a scattered mind in these songs I write, with memories under distant skies all across time. But one thing is wherever you are. And now all of my heart is yours, is yours. Now all of my heart is yours, is yours. Everywhere that I've been, everywhere that I go, the scars and the laughter that's etched on my soul. You can take it apart, but all of my heart is yours. I've got history that's out there.
We did it. A little bit every day.